The magnificent rector, Francesco Ubertini, will now address the audience with a welcome note.
Dear students, distinguished guests, Signor Ministro, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to all of you to Bologna in this fascinating medieval venue, rich of history and legends. A very warm welcome to the Bologna Process anniversary, with 1,000 people participating from more than 80 countries. In 1988, on the occasion of the 900th anniversary of University of Bologna, almost 400 rectors from all over Europe and beyond signed here the Magna Carta Universitatum to affirm the fundamental and core values of universities. The implicit message in that gesture was, Europe already exists, and its people have shared one common institution for centuries, the university. 11 years later, in 1999, 29 ministers of education move a step forward and sign here the Bologna Declaration. I'm going to read two passages from the document. We, the ministers, engage in coordinating our policies to reach in the short term, and in any case, within the first decade of the third millennium, the following objectives, which we consider to be of primary relevance in order to establish the European area of higher education and to promote the European system of higher education worldwide. Jumping to the end of the declaration, last sentence, convinced that the establishment of the European area of higher education requires constant support, supervision, adaptation to the continuously evolving needs, we decide to meet again within 2 years in order to assess the progress achieved and the new steps to be taken. Today, 20 years later, the European higher education area is reality. It has proved its role as a unique framework for cooperation in Europe, though the full potential is still to be unlocked, since the implementation is not yet completed, while new challenges should be faced. The world is changing very rapidly, and it is more and more interdependent, offering new opportunities on one side, but also revealing many contradictions and paradoxes on the other side. So, the aim of this anniversary is not simply to celebrating a milestone of Europe integration, but to discussing where we are and where we would like to be in the decades to come. It is intended as an academic input, as an agenda-setting contribution to the ministerial meeting to be held in Rome next year. It is a call to action to higher education institutions to give a new momentum to the Bologna process, a new impetus moving from the Paris Communiqué, which refers to a whole set of vital and highly relevant priorities. Europe needs higher education institutions, and all our institutions have a great responsibility in showing the way and shaping the Europe of tomorrow. But the success of our actions strongly depends, more than ever, on our commitment to work together to impact on public policy. After 20 years, the Bologna process should enter a new phase, a nodal phase. It is urgent to explore new ways of working and to provide it with sufficient capacity to reach its goals in due time, starting from the establishment of a stable secretariat. Bologna is ready and would be very honored to host it. 5 clusters of themes have been identified for the tomorrow sessions: academic and related civic values in changing societies, student-centered learning, leadership for sustainable development, the social dimensions of higher education, careers and skills for the labor market of the future. All the 5 clusters can be summarized by 3 key words: values, students, and society, and one overarching question: in what way can universities can be trustworthy communities of teaching and learning for a sustainable future for all citizens of our diverse societies? Any possible answer must be necessarily anchored to the centrality of students. They played a key role since the very beginning. Thousands of years ago, students coming here from any part of Europe organized themselves into naciones, grouped into what they call universitas. That is a Latin word expressing the dynamic concept of turning into one. For a long time, the rector of the universitas was a student, elected by students. In the same spirit, let's think to the European higher education area as a large universitas, a space for crossing borders where students should play a pivotal role in its further development for the years to come. They are the true owners and protagonists of this space, since it is all about the future that present and coming students are going to build. Thank you.